Well, good afternoon. It's kind of a bummer that we can't meet in person during back to school night. But my name is Mr. Esparza, and welcome to our Digital Citizenship and Spanish 1 class. On today's video, I want to go over a little bit about myself, some of my expectations. I do want to show you what Edgenuity looks like and what you can look for when you ask your child to log in. I want to go over my office hours and, of course, how you can contact me if you ever have questions or concerns. So, a little bit about myself. This is my beautiful wife, Kelly, and our dog, Penny. It is my third year teaching at ERHS. However, it is my 10th year overall. And I have taught Math 1, Math 2, and of course, Spanish 1 and Digital Citizenship. Now, my expectations, especially as we kind of navigate this virtual setting, is for your child to log into Edgenuity and work on assignments from my class every single day. That is my way of taking roll. They also have to stay as close as possible to their daily target percentage. That does have an effect on their overall grade. And we'll go over what that looks like when I log in as a student, so you can kind of see what that means from their perspective. And of course, I expect them to contact me either via email or Google Classroom or Remind if they are ever having any issues or need a quiz unlocked. All right, now let's go through and let's try to take a closer look at the student view on Edgenuity and, of course, their grades, so we can talk a little bit about the grading policies. Okay, so your child needs to go to MyCNUSD, and once they do that, what they'll do is on the left-hand side, they'll see this little digital classrooms. So if they click on digital classrooms, it should open up this window here. And then they just click on Edgenuity, and it should take them directly there. Now, once they log in, once they get to Edgenuity, they're going to actually see some of these classes. And what these classes are called or referred to are tiles. Now, I only have 3 right now because it's just a practice student here. However, if your child has multiple ones, and if you see any classes that have a B at the end of their name, please tell them to ignore. Those should be deleted soon, either at the end of this week, next week, but please tell them not to waste their time with any classes that end with a B. If they are unsure which classes to work on, you could always refer them to their teacher and email them to make sure they're working on the correct tile. But as of right now, anything that ends with a B, please just ignore. Okay, so if your child clicks on one of these tiles, it will take them through their course map. So I'm just going to go to the Spanish course map. It's the same exact thing for digital citizenship. The only difference is the material, but the process is the same. So even though you don't have direct access to Edgenuity, you can always ask your child to log in, and this is what they should see. So if you click on their class, whichever class you want them to go through, it will direct you to the course map. So immediately, the first thing that will pop up is if they have any overdue activities, which is crucial in calculating their grade in my class. Okay, and it tells them about how long it should take them to catch up or to complete. Okay, so on this course map, if you start from the very beginning, on the left-hand side, you will see the due dates for every single assignment. So if you were to scroll down and want to plan ahead, you can go ahead and do that. Anything with this little symbol is, of course, telling them that they are behind. Okay, so the very first thing is a course map that tells them the due date on the left-hand side. It says whether they've done it or not. It also kind of gives them an idea of how long it should take them. And of course, once they complete it, it will tell them how long they actually took on that part. If you want your child to plan ahead, or if you want to kind of see when the next quiz or when the next test is coming up, you could either scroll down, or you could also download this course report. And so what that will do is it will open up the course's kind of pacing guide for the entire semester, which could be overwhelming if you're trying to look at 34 pages. But if you're just interested in seeing when their next test is going to be, you can simply scroll down, and on the right-hand side, it will tell you whether it's a quiz or whether it's a test whenever it comes up, or an essay, for example. So that's another thing that you can see on their class. In terms of grades, on the left-hand side, you're going to see these three little icons. At the very bottom is their progress dashboard. So if you click there, this is where the grades come into play. So you might see two different grades, and I will be placing both of these on Student Connect. So let me just explain so you can kind of know what the difference is. So I will be placing their overall grade. Now their overall grade just takes into consideration everything that they've done. So for example, out of all the quizzes and everything that this student has done, they've earned a 92%. So they've gotten almost everything correct so far, so their overall grade is 92%. However, this goes back to the target percentage. Every single day, there is a certain target percentage that your child needs to reach. If they fall behind, that's where their actual grade is going to suffer. And this actual grade is actually going to be the grade that will be affecting their grade on Student Connect. Okay, so if a child is 7% currently and they haven't reached that target percent yet, this grade will go down until they start to catch up. So that's super important for them to try to stay on target as much as they can. As in terms of the grading policies for quizzes, for tests, for exams, especially for quizzes, they automatically get 2 opportunities to take the quiz. If they do not get at least a 70% on either tries, that's when they have to contact me so I can go over those quizzes with them, and I can provide one final retake. What they do have to kind of keep in mind is that final retake, whatever grade they get on it is going to be their final grade for that quiz. And it is self-paced, Edgenuity is self-paced, but if they do end up failing a quiz twice, it will stop them and force them to contact me so I can unlock it, and they can try again and get back to that target percentage. Okay, so that's kind of how you navigate Edgenuity. That's how you can tell the difference between a overall grade, their actual grade, and of course their target percentage there. All right. Now, in terms of my office hours, I am available pretty much from 8 to 12 if you ever want to set up a Zoom conference, if you ever want to get a hold of me via email or a phone call, you can always email me that information and we could set something up. My official office hours, though, via Zoom are Monday through Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. So if you are able to meet then, just let me know via email so I know to expect you. The link can be found on your child's Google Classroom. Google Classroom right now is just meant for those links and any enrichment activities that I provide them, but the majority of the work is definitely going to come from Edgenuity. But if you ever want to get a hold of me, I do have office hours, like I said, Monday through Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. So that kind of does it for me in terms of all the information. This is my contact email, so you can always reach me at Gene. Please don't forget the dot. Esparza at cnusd.k12.ca.us. So I hope you and your family are safe and doing well. And again, if you ever have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach me.